Greetings and gratitude, everyone. If y'all are new here, my name is Cassandra. I'm the witch, author, and poet of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if y'all are returning, hey family, welcome back to our sacred garden. I'm always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. Thank you all so much for coming back onto the YouTube channel because I have an urgent message to give you guys. Now, the vibe that I keep getting is someone's ancestor is trying to come through and give them a message that is meant for them to hear right now. And I'm feeling a really strong amount of ancestral energy. I also want to give you guys a quick disclaimer is that I have my window open because it's a bit hot in here. It's very warm and I needed to keep my window open so that way I can get some good airflow. Also because I really just wanted to connect with, I just wanted to hear the birds. I wanted to feel the wind. Like I didn't really feel like, feeling the AC. I just wanted to feel God's air. Like that's really what I wanted to feel, right? I wanted to feel nature. So I'm here doing a reading. Also, as you could tell, we have our skull here because I was guided to just use it for today's reading. I also have my pocket knife that I love because for those of you guys that don't know this, I love pocket knives. I love bullets. Well, not love, but I really have a liking towards things like guns, bullets, knives, and swords, and things of that nature. For whatever reason. Obviously, because for me, I'm very closely linked to ancestral energy. Also because I know that there's like an old man spirit that loves me, that walks with me, and things like that. Also, me loving pocket knives and blades and swords and stuff like that, it just appeases my divine masculine within me. So anyway, that in itself right there lets me know that this is someone's masculine ancestor that's coming through, that is wanting to give them a message, that is wanting to grant them their protection, and they have a message to give to you from the other side because again, they have really been trying to reach you. I am a firm knower, in fact, that nothing is by coincidence. Everything is synchronistic, and I know that if you're coming on here right now, then this is a message from your ancestor. And I'm going to do my best to get through the reading without making any cuts, really. Because my window is open, you're going to hear the outside noise a lot louder, but just do the best that you can to just kind of navigate through it. And I'm going to stop as needed, but I do not want to cut the video. I want to go straight through because I really want to give you out these messages. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. We've already started burning our Palo Santo, and as this Palo Santo was burning, I wanted to, well, as the Palo Santo was burning, I was letting it do its thing, but now I want to go ahead and say a quick prayer. Spirit, I'd like to thank you so much for your divine love and your benevolent protection. Divine, thank you so much for all the love that you give us each and every energy cycle. Thank you so much for the wisdom that you give to us each and every day. Thank you for the knowledge that you have bestowed upon us, that we have the choice to turn into wisdom. Thank you so much to our guides, our ancestors, first and foremost, actually, for the love that you give. May all ancestors who enter into this space be of love, be of high vibrational energy, and be of good liking is what Spirit is calling it. Thank you so much for the ancestors who have knowledge and wisdom to grant us today, to help us in our daily endeavors and to help us with whatever it is that we may need help with. May the people who are listening to this right now feel well, feel loved, feel nurtured, feel honored, feel adored, feel joyous, feel protected, feel safe, and may they receive everything that they need, and may they discard what they do not need. Thank you so much to our ancestors for speaking through the cards. Ancestral energy is strong, and I'm listening to your divine guidance and wisdom. Thank you also for respecting the fact that there are things that the individual may not want to apply. There are things we know that have worked for you in your lives, and we ask that you please be patient with us. And thank you so much for understanding that their discernment is up, their discernment is high, and that their intuition also speaks. May everything you give them resonate in the ways that it needs to. And also, please, thank you so much for understanding that the individuals that are listening to this may not take everything that you say. It is so. Okay, you guys, so I wanted to start off with that for a second. We're going to be working with our, I think it's called, the Hoodoo Tarot deck. That was the one that I was immediately drawn to. Now, there's something that I wanted to kind of give to you guys real quick. I wanted to tell you actually these downloaded messages that I was getting. So the first things first, I heard that there needed to be a sweeping done, and you want to make sure that you sweep from the back of the house to the front. Is that a cardinal? That's a female cardinal. Okay, so so a cardinal may be of significance to someone. Someone's ancestor may come to them in the form of a cardinal, and this is actually what looks to be a female cardinal, actually. Yeah, I could tell the difference. So, and oh my goodness, nope. There's a masculine cardinal. There's a male cardinal here. It's actually a family. So this is someone's ancestor who's coming through the form of a cardinal, and they are so beautiful. The male is so bright. Wow, 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 wow. And I'm seeing doves in my third eye. So cardinals, doves, and yeah, cardinals and doves. Like, that's just it. And I feel like there's a message for the family. There's a cleaning up of the family that needs to happen for some of you guys. I'm seeing like the Ten of Pentacles in my head. And this is bringing me to, again, like I said, family energy. I also felt like I needed to bring a couple of tools with me to share with you. So first and foremost, this broom actually I have hanging up on my wall that I use for sweeping and for cleansing energy and things of that nature. So they wanted me to show you this broom. And they wanted you to use this. They want you to use this broom in order to help to sweep the energy along. It was something very specific about a broom that you can use. And also they wanted me to show you a gold candle, because they said that they wanted gold. They want like a gold candle to be put on their altar, to be placed on their altar, because there was something, it was something regarding like royalty or like high quality. Like they want gold, like offer them gold or like a gold candle to signify the gold. I'm seeing like gold coins. What I'm actually seeing is these are very specific instructions. Take a gold like plate, like a gold colored plate. You can find them on Amazon. Take a gold candle, and they want you to put gold coins. The funny thing about the coins though is that they want the gold coins, the candy ones, the chocolate ones. They want chocolate. And then they want it to be in the wrapper of like gold wrapper. Remember those? I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're, yeah, just like chocolate gold candy. I don't know exactly what they are, but they're wrapped up in gold. They want that specifically. Sorry for stuttering over my words and things like that, you guys, but they're giving me images to give to you. They're wanting that on a plate, but they also want this, and I'm seeing like white flowers. They want some type of like white flowers, but they want the petals to be like around the plate, and then they want the gold candle to be in the middle of that, and then they want the chocolate to be around it. And I'm also seeing like a coconut cake. Your ancestors are asking specifically for coconut cake. They want coconut. And also, if you have actual coconuts to give them, they want that as well. So they want you to place it on their altar. They want rum. And they want they're looking for their vices. Like they're asking for a vice. I just heard Hennessy. So some of them, they drank Hennessy. They're looking for you. They're wanting to work with you. Of course, they've been trying to come to you. They've been coming to you through dreams, through animals. You know, they've been reaching to you through songs. Like, there's been so many things. Like, I just heard like rap music, like old school rap. Like, they may have listened to old school rap. And they also, they listened to the song September is coming through by Earth, Wind, and Fire. They may have listened to a lot of Earth, Wind, and Fire. There's something about September. They're playing the song. Do you remember September? Like, September is the song. Let me roll my sleeves up. They're looking for they're looking for, like I said, this gold, but they're also, I just heard like psychedelics as well. Like they may have, and I'm hearing like the word hippie. It's so wild how all these different things are coming through. And I also am hearing spirits say, no, I'm hearing stay away from them. Whoever them is, they're trying to protect you from outside energy. They're trying to protect you. Like, it's not like they're not going to impede, but they're asking you for these things. There's a working that you need to do. And by you giving them these offerings, that is what they can use their energy as well on the other side. I'm only the messenger giving you a message. That is it. I am only a messenger, okay? So take this as it resonates. Interesting is that we have not gotten into the cards yet, but we're going to get into that. But that is something very specific. Remember those instructions, okay? Those instructions are very key. They want you to use that broom to sweep the energy, all right? They want you to offer them gold candles, gold and white. Okay, if you want to use a black candle, use that to just simply for you, but they are not asking for black candles. They're asking for white and gold. All right, for some of you, the candles are purple. It depends. For some of you, the candles are purple. For some of you, you may want to work with a double working candle is what I like to call them. It's like they have on top it's one color and on the bottom it's one color. And on the top it's a purple one and on the bottom it's red. Like that's the candle that you could be working with for to offer to your ancestors as well for some of you. But for a good majority of you, they're asking for gold candles. Okay. Ancestors, what is it that you are wanting them to know? Like, what is it that... I keep hearing Gullah Geechee. Like, I keep hearing Gullah Geechee. And I also just heard that this was someone's Native American ancestors. Your ancestors actually were a blend of Indigenous American or what they would like to call American Indian. But, you know, I'm not here to talk about that. They want you to do your genealogy and they want you to learn the truth about your family history. Like the truth about your family history and not anything that was just simply given to you. I'm hearing that they have like a lot of Native American customs. And they're saying that they mixed things. Like they did Native American things, or what I like to say, Indigenous American things or Aboriginal American stuff. But they also did... what I'm hearing is that they traded and bartered with people who were from Africa, and they did mix and mingle for sure. So some of you guys definitely do have roots, obviously, that go very far back into Africa and also the Aboriginal Americans. This is not going to resonate with everybody, so I'm just here to give a message, all right? Do not shoot the messenger. If you come at me in my comments, understand that depending on what you say and your intention behind it, it will backfire. I am not here to tell anybody who their ancestors are. I am divinely guided, guarded, and protected. I'm not here to tell you who your ancestors are, okay? The only ancestors that that are coming to me now are Aboriginal American ancestors and also African ancestors. Whoever your ancestors are, you do your genealogy, you do your work, and then you do what you need to do to verify. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a messenger. That's all I'm saying. I'm just a messenger. Anyways, so like I said, you can take it as it resonates. And I mean no harm and I mean no disrespect, but I have to be very firm when I say that because some people can be very, and I'm not, 9 times out of 10, if this is you listening to this message, then you're not someone that I really have to worry about. But every now and then, you know, people like to kind of say things because, you know, they start projecting things and they start just wanting to, you know, get in their feelings. So that's not true. They want to have a whole history lesson and all that shit. I'm not here for that right now. I'm only giving you a message. The message is that they're trying to protect you from someone else and they're wanting you to do a working. And that working must include coconuts. It must include copper. And it also must include pennies. That's more things that are coming through. Also, I'm hearing that for some of you guys, you may have been guided to go to a crossroads. There's some type of working that needs to be done. There's some type of protection that needs to be done. You're being asked to go to that crossroads. And you're being asked exactly to go to that crossroads. Oh my God, stop it. Okay, we actually have ancestors at the bottom of the deck. That's the first card that came through. Can you guys see that? Ancestors. Yep, your ancestors are speaking very loud and very clear. What are they doing? What are they showing you? They're showing you something. Something is being, this is judgment. Something is being shown. Like, Spirit, can you please, or ancestors, can you please do me a favor and explain what you mean? What is going on? They saw something, and it's something that's like very like heavy. They're asking you, how much are you giving? So the reason why your ancestors are asking for these things or wanting to work with you is because they've been giving you things. Like they've been giving you offerings. They've been here for you. And for some of them, they're just simply asking for you to give back. Like for some of you, take it as it resonates. You just simply need to give back. And that is the urgent message. I'm going to say this and take it as it resonates. And you may know someone that may do this and you may want to call them out. I don't know. Just take it as it resonates. There's some people who treat their ancestors how they treat them how they treated them when they were alive. Meaning that the only time they went to them was because they wanted something, not because they wanted to connect. And that's exactly what, and I'm hearing the word forgiving. These ancestors have been very forgiving, but they are saying that it is time for you to give back. It is time for you or someone to give back to their ancestors. change the water on your ancestor altar, give them offerings, give them like things that they actually would enjoy. Does that make sense? Now, this to me, I know can be a little bit difficult, because for those people who are vegan, right? If you are vegan, then you tend not to do things like, you don't get into all that. Like, you don't cook, these different types of foods and things of that nature. So I'm hearing like the word compromise. I am not asking you to go out to the store and go buy a chicken, go cook it because it goes against your beliefs. I 100% get that. What I am going to say is that if you are not going to cook the type of food that you used to cook, that there needs to be a compromise somewhere. What is something else that can be used to put onto their altar that would be sufficient enough for the energy? There has to be a compromise. If you are someone that does ancestor work, then you're going to have to think creatively and give back to them in a way that they wish to be honored, in a way that also doesn't go against your beliefs and what you have going on and whatnot. Like, that's what I'm hearing. You have to just simply be creative. Now, I cannot tell you exactly what to do. What I would do is I would go to the store, right? If they want a cake, I'll buy the cake. I know for a fact that there's someone who can eat that cake afterwards. That cake will not go to waste. I know that not everybody's going to be vegan. I know that not everyone's going to do that. So, for example, if we have a family gathering, if there's a family gathering and someone eats meat, okay, I will use it as an opportunity to put it on my ancestor altar. After that, it becomes food for someone else to have. And that's after the food has been blessed. And for those of you that are like, ew, I would never do that, you do you. You do you, boo. But I'm not going to let food go to waste. I am not the type of individual that is going to leave food overnight. I don't do that because, for one, I don't want to attract any gnats or anything like that. I will leave it out for as long as it needs to be. And whoever wishes to consume that, they will consume that. If it does not get consumed, compost. Everything will get used. If you do not want to eat that, there is a such thing as compost. And for me as an individual, right, like me as a being, I will use compost because I have a garden. I have raised beds. I have, soil. I have all of that. I will give it back to the earth because it can be used. It can be consumed, right? It's not going to waste. So there's a message in there for somebody. Your ancestors are asking you to give to them. Also, what I want to say too is that there's something regarding, I just heard that there was something like about a mother figure here. There's something about someone's mother. Like, this mother, this Queen of Cups here, this is making me feel like this is a family wound. This is the reason why. There's a family wound here, and it's directly related to the mom. It's directly related to the mother. You could be a mother who's going through it, who needs the help of your ancestors, or this very well could be someone who has a mother wound. Yep. You're tired, you feel burdened. You feel it's a burden. It's like you feel overwhelmed, overtired. You feel like this relationship just simply will not work. This mother energy here is either the one that's like losing, or this mother figure here is the one that's causing it. And this ancestor is calling them out. Your ancestors are calling out, and I really feel like your ancestors see something. And you kind of know how, like, when for my folk, right? Y'all know how when somebody gets in trouble and they've been doing something and they've been asking for it, and then that one person is like, you know what? I'm effing tired of you. And then everybody's like, ooh, oh shit. And everyone turns around and everyone gets quiet, and then like the silence starts to speak, and then that person then starts to really go off on that other individual, and then that individual feels embarrassment for whatever reason. And also, there's something about bones coming out of the closet. Someone is being exposed, and I would not be surprised if it happens during this full moon coming up in Virgo. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a lunar eclipse. So actually I just heard that something is being prepared here. Someone is about to get put on blast. There is some type of family drama that's going on, and it's about to be exposed. This mother figure here, this queen, is going to be exposed for what she's been doing, whether she's been manipulative or whether she's been manipulated. There's something regarding this mother here, this Queen of Cups energy, that is going to be exposed. And your ancestors are not acting, but they're actually in the background listening. And I don't know why, but I keep feeling this, I keep hearing like family drama. Like, it feels like family drama. Wow. Of course, we also have here the it's in the home. because you do have the Four of Wands here. You also do have the wow, you have the Emperor, you have John. Okay, you have the Emperor. The fact that the Emperor is also here, it confirms the fact that I knew that this was a masculine ancestor coming through. I feel like this ancestor is here. I don't know why, but I'm getting like this strong sense of like fire. And the fact that the broom, that they wanted you to clear that energy, they're trying to help you prepare for like what is coming. Like what is coming is this like really, it's like this explosion of energy. It's like this explosion of energy with people in the family. And there are lots of things that are being revealed here. And I feel like the start of it was at the start of this Pisces new moon that we just had. And for some of you, actually, that's when it became more apparent. And the reason why I say that is because during the Pisces new moon, we were in a state of reflection. It was this darker energy where things were, it was more quiet. We were more internal. We were more into our own voided space. We were going through a very strong series of reflection. Some of you have been reflecting so much to where these old wounds around the mother figure have been arising. And now it's getting to a point where you're wanting to speak up. You're wanting to express. You're wanting to just kind of, you're wanting to simply speak up and speak your mind. Some of you feel very fired up. Some of you feel you're just tired. Like some of you guys are very tired and you're wanting to get this out. Like, I don't know why, but I'm having trouble speaking about this. And I feel that way because someone else feels like they're just, like they are having a hard time speaking up. And it's like they're wanting to say something, but they're not really sure how to go about it. It's draining you. It's draining you. This nine of knives or this nine of swords here, it's like, look, these are things that I go through that I don't talk about. And it's hard for me to talk about them, and I'm scared to talk about them, or I don't want to, because every time I do, it feels like I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that I'm the black sheep, or I'm the one that gets the backlash. This is the black sheep of the family coming out being like, you know what? I don't give a damn what y'all are talking about, but this is what the truth is. Someone is being exposed. Okay. So, okay. What word? The P word, if you can do that. The man who is a P is being exposed. Does that make sense? Like, if you guys catch my drift, then you catch my drift. Like, that's exactly what it feels like. The P is being exposed now. This was where someone was graped, right? Someone was graped in the family. That's being exposed. There's a lot of, like, actual trauma in history that is being exposed now. And it was specifically about from a mother figure. And this mom was carrying this for so long in her life that now it's a time for her to deal with that, but she's not sure how to deal with it. And so I'm telling you, there is a masculine ancestor who's coming through saying, I need to protect you. I want to protect you. I need you to bring me this, because if you bring me this to this altar, I can use that energy to work on the other side, because you do the working on the outside and not the real world, but like in the 3D realm. And I'm going to do the working over here, but we need to work together. So if you're wanting this, right, to work, then you have to be willing to do the working. They are guiding you to do a working. All right. Now, the working consists of eggs. There's something very specific about you putting eggs in your left hand. I'm seeing brown eggs and I'm seeing white eggs. Take it as it resonates. I'm seeing one white and one brown. All right. And I'm seeing them kind of shake, and I'm seeing a rattle. Like, I'm seeing like a rattle in their hand, and they're holding the rattle and the egg in their hand, and they're going like this. This is indicating some type of like some type of like awakening, or some type of cleansing, or some type of summoning of like a spirit. It's conjure. It obviously it's conjure. So they're conjuring something. They're conjuring also like the element of earth and the element of fire. Like, they're conjuring this. And I feel like the reason why they're doing that is because they're trying to get you to awaken. If you are the mother listening to this, there's something where they're trying to get you to embrace. Like, they want you to embrace you. They want you to embrace you. They want you to embrace the loving energy that you have, but they want you to let go of this. They want to clear the energy out. Like, I'm seeing you someone take a spiritual bath, and in the spiritual bath, I'm seeing burdock root. I'm seeing bay leaves. I'm seeing mullein. I'm seeing like a lot of darker herbs. I'm not seeing any flowers. I'm seeing all herbs. And this bath is not meant to look pretty. Sometimes a spiritual bath looks mucky, but that's because you need a detox. You are detoxing from energies. They're asking you, and now it's they. And I'm seeing like a lot of ancestors who are wearing like a lot of white, and they're wanting you to wear white. It's something, and yes, they're wanting you to wear white. There's some type of clearing of an energy that's going on here. They are conjuring. These were people who conjured. They conjured in their kitchen. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so spiritual. It's so spiritual. Like, that's all that I can say. And I'm also seeing brown, like the color brown. Either the name brown or the color brown. The color brown is very significant, and or the color burgundy. Like, the color brown and burgundy are very, very, very significant. And also the color purple. The color purple is coming through. The color purple, the movie and or their favorite color was purple. Like, the color purple and the color purple. Like, you get what I'm saying? If you get it, you get it. For those of you who, y'all know what I mean. I don't even have to explain. The color purple and the color purple. Let me move this light real quick, you guys. Hang on 1 second. I gotta fix this light. Fix this light situation. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this helps. All right. Okay, you guys. That was pretty intense. I hope that I really do hope that this, oh my goodness. Yeah, there's something that's, I cannot help but just feel, like, I feel like this is something that someone was walking with for a long time. They were walking with this for a long time. I also hear that someone, like, okay, there's an ancestor who was owed money before they passed. The ancestor that was owed money, I feel like that money will not go to you. That's so interesting. And it's so funny because I feel like the fact that the death card is here, it's so interesting that even in death, may all their debts be paid. And like, that's what I'm hearing. May all their debts be paid. That's interesting because I do feel like the fact that they're asking for gold, they are asking for you to do that working as well, because it's you helping them clear the debt. You want to use ancestor money. Like, ancestor money is a must in this one. And it's because you help them to clear the debt. For those of you guys that were working with your ancestors for the sake of helping you clear debt, if you give them the money that they need, if you give them the money, right? If you offer them money, ancestral money, if you burn it, if you offer them gold, offer them coins, chocolate, chocolate coins and things like that, they can actually use that energy to help you clear debts. Does that make sense? So there is a cleansing and a clearing of debt here. There's a lot of things, but also I'm hearing that it's also emotional debt. Emotional debt is also being cleared. There's a debt of some sort that's being cleared in your life, and it's through working with your ancestors that you will help to clear that debt. Does that make sense? Also, what I want to say is that I don't know why I never thought of this before, but I decided to wear copper, this copper necklace thing as a bracelet for whatever reason. And I normally don't wear a lot of bangles or like a lot of beads like around my wrists and things of that nature, because I carry a lot of energy as it is. So I typically don't do that, but for whatever reason I've been called to. So there's something about you also wearing things around your wrist more to help you with the energy that you have. And also, I just heard, because you're a conduit, like you are also a conduit. There's something that you guys are going through right now, and you are needing the help and the guidance of your ancestors. You don't have to apply everything that they did into their life, but you can apply what you need to in your life right now. Wow. I feel honestly like it's so interesting. Like, I really do feel like for you guys, there's this wanting to come back together. There's a wanting to come back together to the family. Like, these guides or these ancestors are speaking to someone who is in a broken family. Like, the family 100% is broken, but I just heard reunited. Yeah, reunited, and it feels so good. Like that song, if you know, you know. And I feel like this is like a coming back of like the family. This mother figure, or oh, I just heard a grandmother. This also could be a grandmother that's reaching out, that wants to help you with something. But in order for you to receive that, you have to give. Like, start giving more with that. This grandmother figure may have been a Cancer, or this ancestor that you guys may be called to work with may be a Cancer, or they were a Cancer in their past life, or they may have passed on from Cancer. Like, that's what I'm hearing. There's something about the word Cancer. This is one of those readings where I hope that you guys listen to it all the way through, because you don't want to miss anything. And that's really honestly like what I have. I'm hoping that... There we go. Because that was getting a little bit too... It wasn't bright enough. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you guys, I know that kind of went on and on and on. And I'm hoping that this made sense. I hope that someone got what they needed out of it. I'm going to make sure that I keep you guys in mind, and that I light candles for you with their permission. I also do... last but not least, they also want you to... you can work with roses with them as well. Roses, and not just any roses, high quality roses. You can put red roses like on their altar. They're asking for red roses specifically, red or white. No pink. They're not asking for pink. They're not asking... Oh, it's actually white, red, white, and yellow. For some of you, it would be yellow roses. For others of you, it will be red, and others white. These are very high quality rose petals. You can also use rose petals in your workings for your ancestors as well, and or to offer them things. If you were to make a an ancestor oil, which I actually make them myself. I actually have ancestor oils for masculine and also for feminine ancestors. However, I will definitely make the oil according to what resonates with you and your ancestor. Does that make sense? Not everyone's ancestor who's feminine likes roses, right? Like, they like very specific herbs or very specific, you know, fragrances and things of that nature. So I will do the best that I can to work with that said ancestor, and whatever comes through is what comes through. Also, depending on like what you are wanting to do with that ancestor will be dependent, that will depend on, well, the herbs that I use will depend on what you're doing with the ancestor. Does that make sense? Also, there is a very specific baseline of ingredients that I will use if, for example, if you were to reserve one, then like if you were to reserve an oil, then there's a specific recipe that I will use that caters to all ancestors who are feminine and all those who are more masculine. I am not talking about men and women. I'm talking about masculine ancestors and feminine ancestors, okay? So there's that. But anyways, the ancestor oils are usually very specific, because not everyone's ancestor likes the same thing. Now, again, the ancestor oil, again, can be used for one specific ancestor, which should be a very specific set of ingredients, or baseline ingredients that can be used for a multitude of ancestors. Does that make sense? Anyways, for those ancestors that will appreciate, love it, they will, and you'll know, because they will either reject it or they will embrace it, and you'll know because you'll have a feeling. Anyways, that's essentially what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading did make sense. I love all of you. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today. I know that at the very end, oh my goodness, last but not least, the Temperance card actually just came out. Yeah, the energy is a lot more calm now. Once this situation does come to a head and come to an end, things will go and be a lot more calm. Also, someone here is leveling up, and they're becoming the minister of the family. Does that make sense? I just heard you are becoming the ministry or the minister of the family. Like, you're becoming, like, this is going to sound like, okay, I'm just going to say what it is. You are the chosen one out of the family. Like, I'm just going to call it what it is. If you are here on this channel, then more than likely you are. Right? You know what I mean? So I feel like you are definitely the chosen one of your family. Speaking of chosen one, you also got the bishop here. You got Bishop C.H. Manson. This is the Hierophant. Yeah, someone's definitely leveling up. I just heard marriage. Someone may also be getting married. You may be married into the family, or you may be starting your own family where you are now becoming more of the head. Does that make sense? Funny that I said ministry, because because the Bishop She Hates Magic came out. Stop it. Like, Spirit is speaking. Spirit is speaking. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you for listening and tuning into this reading. I love each and every last one of you guys. My energy is like really high right now. My energy is really high, so I gotta go sage actually. I gotta go sage. So if you guys need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at CassandraTurner.com. Also, you can follow along with me on Instagram over at Magic of Eden. Thank you so much for tuning in to this message. Go ahead and subscribe for me, please, because I'm going to be giving you guys way more messages and way more wisdom and way more videos. And I will catch you in my next video.